That way we can focus on the
name of the company. Sure.
You're just going to power through it.
Freshen up, ma'am. You can come quiet, ma'am. Would I like
Oh,
you to
shoot. Is this normal?
Which card would you be paying it to?
I think I got to think about it.
All right. So you can think about it. I'm out of the computer now, ma'am. Okay. You can call us back. Thank you.
I feel like you might have lied a little bit. Is it?
So, ma'am, we didn't lie to you, ma'am. I've told you the problems are there. So I'm out of the computer now, right? Thank you.
The drivers don't have anything to do with it. It's this 200 malware files that I downloaded. Not the drivers. Why'd you say the drivers?
I had a ton of fun with this video and a few ideas for what I could do next, but I would love to hear from you. What viruses, what chaos can I bring to these scammers? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video or learned a few things, share it with a friend. As always, know that you are valuable and you matter, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Well, this is the tunnel that Joaquin Chapo Guzman came out of. We're gonna go down and take a closer look. Let's go check it out, guys. Yeah, this is maybe about 20 feet, 25 feet maybe.
We're standing in a cornfield and farmland here in Almoloya de Juarez. This is the community where the Altiplano maximum security federal prison is located. That's over here to my left, about a mile that way. And incidentally, about the same distance this way is a Mexican Army military base. This geographic location, nonetheless, is where Joaquin El Chapo Guzman apparently escaped from the Altiplano prison from the end of a tunnel located in this property right here behind me. At about 9 p.m., prison authorities inside Altiplano lost visual contact with Mr. Guzman. That is apparently the moment that he chose to escape through this tunnel located in a shower and managed to get to this building right here.
Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the figurehead of the Sinaloa cartel, escaped for a second time, deeply embarrassing the Mexican government and straining its delicate relationship with U.S. anti-drug officials. His first escape came in 2001, when Guzman vanished from the Puente Grande federal prison in the state of Jalisco. By then, Guzman was already the most feared capo in the Sinaloa Federation, a vast criminal organization that sends marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin to the United States and around the world. 13 years later, Guzman was caught again at a hotel in Mazatlan, Sinaloa, with the help of U.S. intelligence. The United States immediately wanted El Chapo to be handed across the border to face drug trafficking charges in U.S. federal court, but Mexican officials said they could handle Guzman's arrest and detention. They even said it would take hundreds of years before the drug lord would be extradited. On Saturday, July 11th, word began spreading that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman had escaped once more. The following morning, officials had an almost unbelievable account to share with the public.
Como se informó la madrugada, el día de ayer, en el Centro Federal de Readaptación Social número 1, Altiplano, se registró la fuga de Joaquín Guzmán Loera, quien estaba ubicado en el área de tratamientos especiales, pasillo número 2, estancia número 20.
The escape came just as President Enrique Peña Nieto and more than 400 guests had embarked to Paris, France, to drum up foreign investment for Mexico. Under pressure, Mexico's Interior Secretary returned to the country to head the investigation.
Las instituciones del Estado mexicano, que en 15 meses lograron la detención de este criminal y de otros muchos más, son las mismas instituciones que están poniendo todo su empeño y capacidades para reprenderlo.
Osorio Chong later released video footage of the escape from inside Chapo's prison cell. It shows a man identified as Guzman pacing, then putting on shoes, then ducking into a blind spot in the camera's coverage, a waist-high shower stall. Chapo disappears at 8:52 p.m. Flavio Sosa is a social activist and leader from Oaxaca who was arrested on criminal charges that were later found to be false. As a political prisoner held in the Altiplano Federal Penitentiary, he was actually in the same unit of the prison from which Joaquin El Chapo Guzman escaped.
No le creemos al secretario de Gobernación, no le creemos al procurador, no le creemos a Peña. Digo, no le creemos porque mi voz es parecida a la de muchos mexicanos, ¿no? Y yo que estuve adentro del penal, te puedo decir que no es un penal del cual puedas huir. Yo estuve en la celda 13, en tratamientos especiales, que es la zona de máxima seguridad, donde solamente hay 20 reos. En tu celda las 24 horas está observando la cámara, pero además hay un régimen de visitas especiales a la celda para intimidar y para hacer una revisión detallada de todas las celdas, a desnudarte ante la pared, y luego ya que estás desnudo hacer 3 sentadillas, mostrarle los testículos, descubrirte el pene, abrir la boca, levantar la lengua. No debes tener ningún solo objeto. Entran a revisar tu celda con perros, con un objeto con el que golpean la pared, golpean el piso. Es una revisión minuciosa.
¿Tenías una regadera en tu celda?
Sí, hay una regadera en tu celda, porque la hora del baño es a las 5:45 de la mañana. Nadie puede abrir la regadera durante el día ni durante la noche. Lo que me llama la atención es que el reo que dicen que es el Chapo tiene cabello. Todos los días tienes que afeitarte. Te rapan casi cada 20 días, 15 días. Ahí no se discute, ¿eh? Nadie discute nada. Son órdenes.
This jailbreak, according to many analysts, has really exposed the degree of weakness that Mexico's justice and security apparatus has. The fact that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman could escape in such a stupendous and cinematic way raises a lot of questions about the usefulness of Mexico's security administrations. This is the opening of the tunnel from which authorities say Joaquin El Chapo Guzman managed to escape from the Altiplano Federal Prison on July 11th. This tunnel connects to the prison, which is about a mile from here.
Authorities told us that we would be entering the tunnel at our own risk, as it was not reinforced all the way through. They also would not allow us to film farther into the tunnel in order to confirm that it connects with the shower stall 1 mile away.
Well, we're going to get a first-hand look at the kind of tunnel that the Sinaloa cartel has become famous for constructing in their efforts to traffic drugs across the border. So I think it's safe to assume that this is the sort of tunnels that they've used to cross drugs into the United States. This is sort of the lobby, if you will, to the tunnel. The dirt that we were just standing on is right above these wooden planks, so clearly you can see that this is a well-constructed facility. Essentially, there's a generator here beside me, and the actual tunnel down to the length, the mile-long tunnel, is right here. This is the crane that whoever constructed this tunnel used in order to take down and bring up heavy materials, such as some of this machinery, and probably, I assume, some of the dirt and rock that was necessary to pull out here in order to get this tunnel built. We're going to go down about 30 feet. Let's go check it out, guys. Yeah, this is maybe about 20 feet, 25 feet maybe. This is very low. El Chapo Guzman is said to be between 5'5" and 5'6". It's basically custom built for his frame. As the government said, this motorcycle contraption-like thing, it's not actually a motorcycle, it's some kind of vehicle that is fitted also with these little carts that was probably used to move the dirt. Well, it's adapted. It doesn't have a front tire. It has a small energy source here. It can move forward and backward. Looks like a very old mining-type vehicle.
This is actually not the first time that El Chapo has used tunnels to move billions of dollars worth of drugs or to evade authorities. Last year, just before he was nabbed in Mazatlan, authorities came close to getting Guzman in the Sinaloa state capital of Culiacan. But Guzman used a network of tunnels connecting various properties to elude officials again. He's also linked to dozens of sophisticated tunnels used to smuggle drugs to the US, particularly along the Tijuana-San Diego border corridor. But in the end, all the government's evidence may not be enough to silence people who say El Chapo's spectacular escape might be nothing more than one enormous charade.
Me parece que es una burla a la sociedad el que nos quieran presentar de esta manera, porque si no le abrieron la puerta, le abrieron un túnel. La principal responsabilidad es de Peña Nieto, de Osorio Chong, del secretario de Seguridad, de la Procuradora, de la Coordinadora General de los FRS. Ellos son los principales responsables. Desmontaron el sistema de vigilancia o dejaron de vigilar y permitieron todo, porque las videocámaras no creo que nada más pertenezcan a un sistema local de vigilancia. Hay una coordinación general de los FRSos.
Officials permitted some access to the prison side of the tunnel, but no independent observer has yet to run the entire length of it to confirm the government's story.
So I gotta admit, it was finally pretty exciting to see this tunnel up front. Think what you will about El Chapo Guzman, he has become a folk hero in a lot of people's eyes for precisely this kind of thing, for his ability to outwit and outmatch the officials who are trying to bring him to justice. What is certain is that the myth-making and sort of the legendary status that El Chapo Guzman has built for himself over the years will now only be expanded because of this, and maybe he has become the most famous drug lord in history since Pablo Escobar in Colombia. So what's going to happen next? Will the authorities ever find El Chapo Guzman?
Even ones that you look at and you're like, oh, that looks interesting.
Not all movies. Yeah, so most movies are like, I think in like the, let's say the 6 to 7
So
out of 10 range.
If it's a Marvel movie, you're gonna watch it.
Depends on the Marvel
I
movie.
watch Marvel. I love Marvel. That's
Yeah, yeah, that's my favorite
I
anime.
love that anime.
Yeah, but like sometimes I have certain Marvel movies that I want to watch and experience to the fullest, but like I don't want to watch all the bullshit that comes before it. Like for example, when I'm going to watch Doctor Strange, I don't want to fucking watch WandaVision. I'll just watch someone's summary of
Okay, but like
WandaVision.
WandaVision is not a bad TV show.
Is it not?
I think you should watch it. The ending's a little weak, but I think
Did you watch the new Doctor Strange movie?
I did.
Did you like it?
Okay, so there were so many elements that I really liked. The
Yeah.
horror elements were
Yeah.
fantastic. And there were some really cheesy lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like
There
it.
were some really cheesy.
I've actually spoiled myself on the Doctor Strange movie because of this guy. Actually,
Have you guys watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah, that's
no,
so
no,
good.
no.
So
I really want
That's
to.
not something I'm going to spoil for
Yeah,
myself. That's
yeah.
like
I haven't spoiled. That's the one movie I didn't spoil myself.
yeah, because like
Did you
I
watch it?
I did.
It's so good, right?
It's amazing.
Okay.
because I have like certain movies where I'm like I want to experience this to the fullest.
Yes.
I want to not spoil myself, and then some of them I'm just like, whatever. I just want to know what happens. Like when you said
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was like mid, I was like, okay, well,
But you can spoil that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No,
everything-
Morbius is a perfect example of like, I'll just go and watch a recap.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm not gonna go fucking watch
I'm
it.
not even gonna watch a fucking recap of Morbius.
I only watched the recap so I could understand the memes more.
I really thought they said it's Morbin time in the movie.
Yeah, I thought so too. They don't say it.
I thought so as well.
Yeah, I thought that was an actual line that people meme.
For the longest time, I thought, oh, it's just a line in the movie. It's just that
Morbin
bad.
time.
Yeah.
I really thought.
I just love the idea of just memeing these really terrible movies and giving like the executives it's like, wow, people like this movie. Everyone's talking about
If
it.
they don't say it's Morbin time in Morbius 2, I'll be thoroughly disappointed.
Direct to TV, right? It's
Yeah.
direct to Apple TV.
Is it?
It's not going in. Like, it's not a cinematic release. A
Yeah.
theatrical release.
Well, no,
Nice.
it did get a cinematic release.
Sorry, no, the second movie is not going to be a theatrical.
There's gonna be a second one.
Yeah,
so it
they're
was
making a
greenlit.
second one.
Why would they do that?
Because
Why?
it was so popular.
But like,
look at Google Trends.
yeah,
It's clearly doing so well.
but like, didn't they like who produced it again? Sony? I think it was
Yeah,
Sony that produced
yeah.
it. Didn't they like re-release it because of the memes in
Yeah,
the
they did,
cinemas?
yeah.
And then it fucking bombed. They were like, people want to see this because everyone's talking about it. Let's re-release it. Fucking bombs. Like, so I'm surprised they're doing a second one. Honestly,
I don't know how it's going to work.
It's not. That's the thing. It's
no,
not.
the first one didn't work.
How do you top the first one? Oh my god.
So have you ever read like a spoiler to like a TV show or a movie and you've kind of like regretted it? Has that
No.
ever happened? Never.
Like literally never. I just enjoy media differently. Oh my gosh, you guys' accent reminds me of Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter.
He's Australian.
I'm not even British.
That's the most.
I just want to segue into like I think Harry Potter should be an anime.
Yeah, I mean, so what
I mean,
made you think this?
did you watch Little Witch Academia? It's basically Harry Potter.
I
Yeah,
like
that's true.
how it is, but I thought
It's
the
not. It's
series-
Harry Potter with little girls. That's all it is.
I mean, it's got the vibe down, but it's not exactly Harry Potter. It's more cutesy than Harry Potter, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
Have we all
Some
watched
of
Harry
them
Potter?
should be animes, they're not.
Yeah, we've all watched Harry Potter. I haven't watched all of them.
What do you mean you watched all of them?
I got up to Goblet of Fire.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
So you
I've
haven't watched Harry
so I've
I've seen
watched,
half of them.
okay, so I've watched up to Goblet of Fire, and then I skipped to the last movie.
So how do you even have your citizenship? In the UK study? What the hell?
No, because like to me, like I was never that obsessed with Harry Potter. I swear I've met more Americans that are like really into Harry
It's
Potter
like
than
an
I have
entire
Brits.
generation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, like,
yeah.
I like you know how in Avatar it's like, oh, what element are you?
Yeah.
Harry Potter, what house are you? Like I like things like that, you know. I like to compartmentalize my friends into categories in my brain. So like, what
So
element
we're just the
are
British
you?
guys, then I guess.
Element?
Yeah, in Avatar, like what element?
Fuck,
are
I
you?
don't know. In Harry Potter, I'm a Slytherin.
Oh, in Harry Potter, I'm a Hufflepuff.
Everyone's a Hufflepuff. Everyone's
How do you know what house you are?
There's an official quiz you can do.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Like-
How's everyone done
Like a
this quiz?
personality because everyone knows at least one over fucking enthusiastic Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Oh, person that. Oh my gosh, guys, what MBTI type are you? I'll get into astrology next if you want, but what
No.
MBTI type are you? Do you know?
I don't know the code, but I know the name.
What is?
Executive assertive or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maylin, what am I? Because you made me do that test.
I'm an
Connor's an ESTP. Hold on.
ESTP.
I'm something with an I. I remember.
Yeah.
EIPT. I guess I don't know.
PTSD.
What?
PTSD. HTML.
What is ESTP?
It's just
I never even heard of that one. I'm gonna be honest.
It's the one
ESPN.
with 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
ESPN.
ENTJ.
ENTJ.
Who's that?
Who's that?
who's
Which
that?
one was that?
ENTJ.
Did you want to explain what this is? Because I think a lot of our audience might not know what.
Oh, I don't know shit. I just like asking this.
It's like
Wait,
this.
do you know yours?
INFP.
INFP. Is that like the artsy one? I think so. Because there's one where like, was a woman with like butterflies.
That's
And I'm like, oh,
it, that's it.
That might be my one as well. That sounds
INFP.
familiar. Yeah.
Maybe.
I had an I in mine.
mine was a woman who looked stern. with, like, so I don't know what that says about me.
That's funny.
You're stern.
I
Do you want
guess
to explain what this is? Because I'm sure a lot of our audience are lost right now. It's just like, they're just saying letters. They're just saying letters
It's
right
just a
now.
fun personality test. It's not
Yeah.
anything serious.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
fun to talk
Maybe
about.
I think Master's all to do it though.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like 16 questions, is it?
No,
60
no.
personalities.
Yeah.
60
It's
personalities.
like astrology, but for psychology, I think.
Yeah,
right?
pretty
That's
much,
so
yeah.
psychology. Astrology for psychology.
I think it's a fun like conversation starter
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're this and
It's a very rough way of kind of saying I'm kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
where I
Yeah.
would say I put my personality into.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense than astrology,
Yeah.
at least, because
Yeah.
it has, like, I guess, logical steps to categorize you, but it doesn't always mean it's, like, 100% accurate.
I mean, there's more than 16 personalities out there. I'm sure. So, that's it. That's the cap. It's really
Yeah.
nice and neat. We love it
Yeah.
that it's 16. It just doesn't make sense, really. You know?
I never. Do you believe in like the astrology stuff?
No.
No.
But it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's more fun than
Well, some of my
anything.
friends are very into it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're a Scorpio? Yeah, you're Scorpio with a Scorpio rising and your moon is Taurus. That means like at this day, they're like super into it.
I feel like it's just an excuse for like women to be racist sometimes.
Okay, that was like, big joke. Big
So, like, I
joke.
will not associate with a Scorpio. I would be
To
dead.
racism.
It's like the highest form of classism.
Yes, it is. Think about it. Whenever anyone actually like talks about it, like, I cannot be near a Scorpio. You're like, what's wrong with you?
What are you?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
See what I mean?
wow,
It's so
that
you
is
can judge it.
major
Wow.
Leo energy coming from you right
Yeah,
now.
I can't believe it.
It's just like everyone born in July is just this fucking weirdo who's like has fucking rulers and
He's
just
getting
like.
kinda angry like a real would.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he does get very angry.
But do you know what you are?
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Can you glean any
oh,
information from that?
You are definitely you're a Cancer.
I'm a Libra.
That's a clip.
Did I just hear that?
We're talking about star signs,
Yeah, we're
right?
talking about star signs, right? It's like you are
If you
Cancer.
watched Arcane.
You should watch Arcane. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, he gets that a lot. Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
He's traumatized by
I
it.
am.
Yeah, yeah, because like for about 10 weeks straight, we just could not stop bringing up Arcane after it.
Because
Like,
it's
launched.
amazing.
Because it's so good,
You
right?
guys have watched it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
how good
yeah,
it is.
exactly. And
You
also
just
we're
wanna
like
share
league players, kind of.
Oh, you
Yeah.
play League. Oh, what rank are you guys?
When I used to play, I was Diamond
No,
4.
no, like now.
I haven't played in like 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you,
I haven't
I
played
thought,
it like.
what are you, bronze? Sorry, void. No, I am.
silver now. I feel really bad sometimes when people watch Arcane and they're like, oh, wow, I want to try League of Legends.
yeah.
And they go into game and it's nothing like Arcane.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like everything about Arcane wants to get me to play League again. And like I play one game and I'm reminded like why I stopped playing League.
I mean, the only thing that's like accurate between the game and the show is that like there's racism between like the characters and stuff.
Characters,
That's
yeah.
like that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
It's a fantastic. You don't even need to know about League to
Yeah.
enjoy the
But
show.
you know, we played League on the EU server, and the EU server is that's just awful.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a single good server?
No, but like Europe, because obviously you shove all the European countries on the
Every
one,
year, yeah.
and then everyone's like, everyone just bullies French people immediately. And,
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
It's Gamer Subs.
Gamer subs?
Gamer Subs.
Gamer
Gamer
subs.
subs?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I like the big titty anime girls.
right, giving them a free shout out.
Yeah.
So actually, we kind of like jumped ahead because we kind of like jumped into it. Normally, what happens when we have a guest on is we have the guests introduce themselves and what they do.
Oh, we were supposed to do that, right?
Just in case our audience doesn't know what.
But you were immediately like, what's your star sign?
and what they do.
Oh, oh, wow, that's cool. I like the big titty anime girls.
right, giving them a free shout out.
So actually, we kind of like jumped ahead because we kind of like jumped into it. Normally, what happens when we have a guest on is we have the guests introduce themselves and what they do.
Oh, we were supposed to do that, right?
Just in case our audience doesn't know what.
But you were immediately like, what's your star sign?
Watch Arcane.
Yeah, watch Arcane.
You are cancer.
You are Cancer.
Should you introduce me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
do?
yeah,
What do you do?
what you
Let
do?
people know.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lily Pichu. Can you cut that? Cut that.
No,
Cut that.
leave that in.
Leave it in.
Hi, I'm Lily Pichu. I'm on YouTube. I stream sometimes. I voice act. I make music. I like anime.
So like, how would you categorize yourself as a content creator now? Are you just like a bit of everything now?
Yeah, I like to dabble in a little bit of everything, but not excel in like one thing, you know?
I feel that.
I mean, you managed to stay online and I bet always get more and more popular and relevant as you go.
No, I think it's
Well, I mean,
I'm
generally,
in a bit
though.
of a dip right now, but you know.
I mean,
you're doing well. You've been around for so long.
Like you've been on the internet and you've been in like the content creation space for like so fucking long, so long.
Wait, how? Like, when did you start? What year was it?
Literally, like I feel like over 10 years ago. Like I was like 19 or something.
Yeah.
I made like, well, I started voicing cartoons. Or
Anime,
like,
you did fan dubs, right?
Fandoms,
Yeah,
right?
Me too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people started fandom. Those
Yeah.
early YouTube fandom days were like interesting.
Yeah, because we part of like the VAA crowds back in the day when everyone was like fan dubbing.
Everyone wanted to do that and voice act. I
Yeah.
really did want to voice act though, so I never gave up on that dream.
Yeah.
And thankfully got some roles.
Hell
in,
yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started. On that dream.
Yeah.
And thankfully got some roles.
Hell
in,
yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started.
Sick. Such a long journey, and so how did you like transition from just doing anime stuff and then you started like streaming and then you got into offline TV? How did like that happen?
Oh my gosh, like how did it happen? Like I just started making videos, people liked them, and I
Yeah.
started making, and then once you get more cloud and viewers, you can connect with other people in the industry easier.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys know. Offline TV was like, Skara
Yes, of
wanted me
course.
in it, and he's like, no, there's no way we can get it. It was really cute, and he was a tsundere and shy and shit. And I'm like, I love Skara. He invited me, so I went on, and I think honestly a lot of why my career has not died yet is because like the connections.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard for one person to do everything by themselves.
Yeah.
Because like either way, popularity fades.
Right.
Like looks fade or whatever made you popular fade. Like new trends come. If you can't stay on top of it, you're gonna fall behind.
Yeah.
So like definitely being on offline TV and like connecting with other people, collabing helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like I would like to like for example, remember when the pandemic started? Remember the whole Among Us craze?
Yeah.
Of course.
That shit like made so many people's careers.
Yeah. I remember like Corpse Husband especially. Like Corpse Husband went from like I have never heard of this person before.
He's like a superstar now.
Yeah, to like K-pop levels
He
of
went from
popularity.
reading creepypastas to like selling
Yeah.
multi-platinum.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How the
That's
fuck do you do
insane.
that?
And Michael like likes to listen to creepypasta before he goes to sleep. He used to listen to Corpse Husband,
way.
and now Corpse is like
Like
Yeah,
star.
Star.
yeah, like
That's
the
insane to me.
superstar
Yeah.
right now, especially in the
Insane.
content creation
yeah.
space.
So it's like you never know who's gonna pop off or who's gonna like
Yeah.
fall off. Like it's very volatile, it's scary.
I mean, it is, but I guess that's just part of like the career that we've
Oh, yeah.
chosen, right? It's scary. You wake up and you don't know if you're gonna have a career next
No,
year. Like,
actually-
1 year is like such a long fucking time in YouTube space,
Yeah.
which is why I find it impressive when anyone can be around for like as long as you, for example.
I'm like a dinosaur. in YouTube
Around for a
years.
while.
I feel that. Okay, I feel that.
When did you start?
2007.
Wow. Wow, now you're a dinosaur.
Yeah, I am.
Well, if you ever like watched anime back in the day, you just like recognize his voice because you're like.
What were
"That's
you
the
again?
guy
Like
who
the
did
fourth ever
reviews."
Anituber?
I was like the fourth Anituber, I
Wow.
think. Yeah.
YouTube should give you like a little, those like plaques when you get 100K.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
like Annie Tuber.
No, they should not. No, don't give them.
We don't need
Big
that.
anime kitties on it.
He didn't even get his silver play button.
No, I didn't because I got the 100K. I think before they started sending off silver play buttons, so I just never got them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's impressive. I do think anyone who's been on the space for like that long, it's, you've got to be doing something, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what can like take you so far? So
Yeah.
So when I started doing YouTube, it was because I was getting annoyed with voice acting. I was like, I don't want to fucking keep fan dubbing other people's stuff.
Right.
I don't know if you were the same kind of thing.
I'm
You're
sure
like,
we've all reached that point.
yeah, because you're like, I'm just tired of everyone
I wanna
taking
do
their
my own
time.
thing.
Yeah, everyone's like, they've taken so long. You audition for something, they're like, you got the part, and then they're like, they never do anything. Or they make you record stuff and you don't do it. Was that like a similar thing for you, where you were just like, I'm
A lot
tired
of
of waiting?
unfinished
on everything?
projects. Yeah, eventually you get tired and you want to like do your own thing.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Yeah. So you talked about offline TV before and how that started. So were you there right at the beginning?
Near the beginning, yes.
Are you allowed to talk about like how that formed at all?
Well, back then it was like Chris, who's no longer with us, Skara, Pokey, Basuna, who's no longer with us. I think they just wanted to make like a content creator group,
Yeah.
Right.
and it was like they invited me to live with them.
Right.
I thought it was like really weird at first. At that time, I'd just broken up with my boyfriend, and I was in like a really bad place, and
Yeah.
I lived with them. And they're like, all right, wake up at 5 a.m. We're going boxing, and we're gonna make it into a video. And I'm like, what? it's just like it started out as like a group of friends who just wanted to make cool videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually that like expanded to what it is now. I think
Yeah.
even today we have trouble like separating the friends from the business. Because if you
Yeah.
start off as friends, but you want to make it a business, like a full-time organization, you're gonna hurt some feelings.
Right.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
for everyone
I,
else.
I think that's why we feel lucky that it's just the three of us. Because
Yeah.
I feel like when it gets to like a large group, it's always hard to manage
Yeah,
everyone
you're not gonna
equally,
make
right?
everyone happy.
Yeah, exactly. How is it like? How is it living in a house with like I guess your best friends making content together? Does that make it like harder to separate friendship
Oh yeah,
for business?
It was always intertwined. We could
Right.
not separate it, but it was
Yeah.
fun because we would pop into each other's streams whenever we wanted. It was easy to like collaborate. It was like it was nice.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I imagine always having to be like on is probably tiring.
Sometimes, but it's also like we liked each other, so it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
that.
yeah. Was it easy to like hang out as just like a group of friends without feeling
Yes.
without feeling pressure to like say make content about it or
Yeah,
make something out of it?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
good.
did get closer to a lot of people. I did hentai voice acting with you, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
That was fun.
I think you've done a few things.
I feel like that's the only thing I really did.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to explain that?
So I did this video series where I used to take like notoriously famous like bad clips, and I was like, let's see if like we just fix only the voice acting. Will it like prove that that's the
Oh, is that the one I did with you as well?
I think you've done it. Yeah, you did as well. Because a lot of the time, people have this notion about like shows that are bad voice acting, and it's like it's definitely the voice acting, and it's like, well, all right, well, let's get good voice actors to do the exact same script with the same music and all that, and prove that 99% of the times it's like everything else. And then of course, if you throw actors into a bad script or terrible animation, it's not the actor's fault. So I wanted to do that, and so I got Lily to fix some hentai clips.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I like that. He was like, you want to voice some hentai? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds fun as fuck.
Back when Connor did voice acting content, right? Yeah.
Really? Why not? Voice acting's fun.
Trying to like think of how you can kind of expand it and kind of make
That
it
is hard.
into more content. I feel like at least right now I'm like, there's nothing that I can think of that's like a great idea.
I agree with that.
I definitely got as much out of it as I think I can for now. I don't know. We'll see.
Also, that fixing voice acting series, I could tell spent you spent
Oh,
a
those
lot
were
of time.
that's a
on
long
them.
time.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest thing is just scheduling that many people in like that many time zones.
Yeah.
I remember when I like used to do a bridge series, like it was fun up until I had to like fucking schedule recording sessions with everyone, which is just like the biggest pain in the ass.
And I mean, I would do all the voices if I really felt comfortable, but I'm British, and a lot of the times I don't want to do an American voice.
You do an American voice?
On command, I don't want to.
Okay, like,
I've done American for movies and stuff as well, though.
Okay, we're gonna do a scene, okay?
No.
Set up the scene. All right.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
American for movies and stuff as well, though.
Okay, we're gonna do a scene, okay?
No.
Set up the scene. All right.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
Pie. Hi. Can I have an Americano, please? Fuck.
Americana, is that all you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Do you have a point system?
Fuck. No, fuck. I have crippling anxiety. Oh, hi there, my name's Markiplier. You just give me a coffee.
I kind of realized you just did a Markiplier.
Whenever I do
Yeah.
whenever anyone's like doing American voice on stream or some shit, because if you give me the line and you give me like my time to go and read it and make sure it sounds American, it's totally fine. But on the spot, I'm just like, oh hey guys, it's Markiplier here, like that. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you just have that like familiar like sound and voice, right? Because like I'm the same when I try to do an American accent. I just turn into like a fucking SoCal surfer dude.
Well, so when you have a British accent, right, your tongue is kind of like curled up like this.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it, so if you want to be American, same with Australian, you just flatten your tongue and push it back.
Yeah.
But when I do that, naturally I sound like Markiplier. Or like some bunch
I think it's like the same like subwoofers in like your voice.
You're in the same like sub range.
Yeah.
But do you want to make more voice acting content? Is that where you feel like your passion is?
Yeah, I would love more roles, but sometimes you have weeks where you audition and you get nothing.
Bro, the auditioning is the hardest part.
It's like soul crushing.
How many auditions do you like record in a week, and then how hard do you look?
As you think, because I'm not with like an agency. I
Right.
freelance for an agency, and sometimes I get auditions from like Gang Zoom or
Same,
whatever.
same,
Yeah.
Right? But I just don't get a lot. When I do get a role, it's like Christmas. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be happy for the next year.
Right. Oh my.
It's so rare, you know. I wish I could get more, but I know it's competitive. A lot of people want to do it. It's really hard even getting the auditions.
Yeah.
Auditions take a long time, and as well. I mean, obviously, at least I'm sure you're the same. For me, I don't give a shit about like the money part of it.
Of course,
right?
voice actors usually do this because they want to do it.
Yeah.
Because anime dubs don't pay
They-
well.
It's the bragging right to say I'm in that
Yeah,
show.
because I think
Yeah.
anime pays, I think, the least of any type of voice
No one
acting.
does anime voice acting for money.
Yeah. I mean that's just been true since the beginning of the anime industry.
Yeah.
It's been known that if you want to get into the voice acting field for anime, it's a hobby job. It's like a passion job, because
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to sustain
Big
yourself.
bucks are in like commercials.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I think
original animation. That's the dream.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, right? Imagine them animating stuff to your voice instead of you trying to fit your lip flops and then reading like, oh, the stuff is better.
Do you know the Legends of the Galactic Heroes? You know that
Yes, I know
I
that
know
anime.
of it.
Yes.
So I did a voice for one of the episodes recently, and oh my god, the lip flaps in that show were intense.
Yeah.
I did another show before that, and the guy most of the time was just talking to himself in his head, and I was like, this is fucking easy.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to match anything. But Legends of the Galactic Heroes is like famous for being a very like political talking anime. And I didn't even have that many lines, but I was struggling so hard
fit it.
because
Yeah.
they were like so precise lip flaps, and I was like, why would they do this? Because in Japanese they don't even fucking match them.
Yeah, I think that's the ironic thing, right?
Yeah.
The dubbing process, they care more about the lip flaps than the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Japanese are like, oh, fucking.
It's like you have 3 seconds to say the line.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre how like Japanese just don't even give a fuck about trying to match them. Like,
Yeah.
it's like what? In English, it's such a big deal.
If you look closely, there's like a bunch of scenes where like the voice acting starts before or after.
Oh
the
yes,
voice.
yeah.
yeah.
It's really,
No one cares.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's not your star role though, because you voiced the monkey as well, right?
I did. Yeah, you the corpse thing. Did he give you that role as well?
And what-
Corpse was like messaged me one day, and he was like,
Oh,
hey.
is that the anime where Sekuno Ray?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that-
CI Corpse.
It's like the Danganronpa from the same makers as Danganronpa.
I did. I saw all my friends' part. I didn't know you were the monkey.
so yeah, one of the parts was
You're
like
a
in
monkey.
I was a monkey
You're a
in
monkey.
the.
That's his star sign. That's his star sign.
Okay. So why are you looking at me like that when you're saying it? So yeah, Corpse was like, you want to be a monkey? And I was like,
That's sick.
that's fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I went on call and they were like, do you have much voice acting experience? I was like, yeah. And they were like, well, don't worry about it because it doesn't matter anyway. You can be a monkey.
could you demonstrate like what you did?
Yeah. So they were like, could you give me a running monkey sound? They're like, and I was like, what the fuck? How do you not laugh? That was the problem. They were like, could you do another one without laughing? Because they would be like, we want 5 seconds of uninterrupted monkey run.
But you nailed it. You nailed it perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One take wonder, baby.
Like fucking born for this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every like his career.
was
His
it.
career peaked there.
All this training.
Monkey voice actor. Let me know if you need a monkey, guys.
Did you watch it afterwards? And you're like, that's me. That's me.
I did,
was-
yeah. I was like, I'm finally a monkey on
Oh
the
my
show. That's
God,
always been like a
that's
dream.
Are you the kind of person who is completely okay hearing your own voice when you voice act?
I think when it's in like an anime or something, I'm very proud. I'm like, oh my god, that's me, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I voiced in Miss Nagatoro. That was like
Yeah.
the biggest anime I voiced in, right? I was so excited to show Michael. I'm like, no, it's really cute and wholesome. I swear, honey.
yeah.
And then I showed him like an episode.
The first episode?
It was.
She goes hard that first
And he's
episode.
like, what am I watching? Some dominatrix shit.
Yeah, in like the first episode, she makes like the main character cry.
And I'm like, no, but my character's Yoshi. She's really cute. All my scenes are cute.
okay.
So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
so many scenes where it was just like she's just bullying the shit out of this
Yeah.
guy, and they're so mean, and you're like,
Yeah, like
weird.
the first 2 episodes especially, like she does not hold back at all. She
And there's a worrying amount of people who are really into it.
yeah. I thought it was like a slice of life, like comfy, wholesome from the vibe I got, and then
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, oh, I mean, it does get wholesome.
it does
it
get wholesome.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to show.
It's that initial hump of just like it's pure like here's like a dummy mommy step on me energy,
Yeah.
and then it gets wholesome afterwards, which
Yeah.
it's just
I didn't know there could be a show that teeters on slice of life and psychological horror. Because for some people, a person like that is an absolute fucking nightmare. It's like, oh,
In real life, that wouldn't.
That would not fly.
She wouldn't
Yeah.
be scary. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no.
not, it's just a wholesome story about these 4 girls.
I only saw
Yeah.
like porn of it though. Like people were just
Oh.
always posting.
oh, it's because
Yeah.
the original creator is a dojo.
Right,
original.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
heard that he was a hentai.
Twitter
Yeah,
was
no,
just-
she, yeah.
yeah. Twitter had a field day. Twitter had
Everyone's
fan
profile
arts.
pictures were the
That
main.
girl.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I
So you only
know.
watch porn of it, huh?
No, I didn't seek it out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter had a field day. Twitter had
Everyone's
fan
profile
arts.
pictures were the
That
main.
girl.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's how
So
I
you only
know.
watch porn of it, huh?
No, I didn't seek it out. It was on Twitter. I mean, I
Okay.
follow Joey, so you know, I mean,
So it was just on your feed.
it
and
was
you
just on my
watched
feed.
it.
Yeah, I would not.
I mean, that's just
watch
like
it.
all our feeds now at this point,
Okay.
especially if you follow Joey as well. But
Sometimes some people in my followers list, they retweet literally hentai.
That's probably
yeah.
I don't retweet any of it.
Not
I just
me, I'm
like
not
it.
trying
Okay, it's okay.
And it
so
just appears on other
the
people's
problem is, okay, there's some artists that I really, really like, but they also support other artists, and like it's gone so extreme now that I've completely forgotten how weird it is to be scrolling in public on your Twitter timeline and a fucking hentai piss.
I'm so scared of browsing, but oh, big melons, just
Yeah.
right there. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'll tell you what, because like living in Japan, everyone just like keeps themselves,
No
so
one-
it's
yeah, no one
totally
says
normal.
anything.
Like when I went back to England on like a tube, and like there was just like on the metro, and like you see a lot of people around you, you feel so fucking awkward, and it reminded me in England how awkward this is and how not normal this should be. But because living in Japan, it's just like to me, it's just become normal now, just to have like full-on anime titties on my timeline.
Maybe you should just normalize it. Be proud of who you are.
I mean, I mean, one day
are
we'll
we gonna do,
normalize anime
Spain?
titties. One day.
I'm going to Japan next month. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah. How?
Wait, are you able to get in?
On what visa?
Yes, OTV trip.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
shit,
So it's a
nice.
business trip. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a business trip.
Hell yeah, we're gonna hang out in Japan, man. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
When are you guys going?
we are going. When does this come out?
I'm not sure actually.
Sure.
Probably by the time AX comes out.
Early July.
Yeah, early July, I
Oh,
reckon.
sometime in July.
Yeah.
Be there.
Cool.
Are you guys going to AX?
Hell yeah.
Wow,
I mean, of course we are. We're
You're anime-
we're anime content
content
creators,
creators.
right?
You
We're an
guys-
anime, we're an anime
YouTubers.
podcast, right?
What are you gonna do? Like, I feel like every year AX it gets more crowded. I
Yeah.
can't get
Yeah.
in anywhere. There's just lines everywhere.
Yeah.
People everywhere.
We're doing the 21 Plus lounge.
Yeah, we got the 21 Plus
Oh.
lounge this year.
What is
Yeah.
that? How do you get in? That sounds fun.
Oh, you can't because the tickets are all sold.
We'll get you.
We'll get you in. We'll
in.
get you in.
Yeah,
We'll get you in.
We'll get you in. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do there? Like, what do you?
Drink.
It's just
Oh.
it's just a party. It's just
Yeah,
an after
drink,
party.
and then we have like a
Yeah.
bunch of like
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
musical acts on stage. and
Oh,
stuff.
that sounds cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Should we go?
Like, yeah, how's the AX experience for you? Because you like,
It's just crowded and hot.
because like you've gone to AX for like so many years now, right? And it's
Yeah.
like I remember, I feel like when AX was manageable. When was the last time AX was manageable? Like,
I don't
15 years
even remember.
Yeah.
It's always been crowded and hot, and I only go to meet people because
Yeah.
that's when all the weeb friends gather, and
Right.
like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when you can say hi to everyone.
That's what we
yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Exactly, but like, I don't know. Aside from that, it's just a glorified meetup for me, pretty much.
No, that's the same for us as well.
Right? I
Yeah.
can't go to any panels. I can't like get into anything. The lines are long everywhere. You do see some really cool cosplays.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
do enjoy seeing the effort people put into AX cosplays.
Yeah.
Are you guys cosplaying?
No.
You guys should be like the Powerpuff Girls.
Which ones would we be?
Okay. Bubbles.
What?
Blossom Buttercup.
I want to be Buttercup though.
Not a buttercup.
Oh.
So I'm a Cancer and I'm a Bubbles. Wow.
No, no, you just-
Maybe if you watched Arcane.
Maybe if I watch Arcane, I'll finally be
Yeah.
a Libra. Buttercup.
I don't know you guys too well from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
You give off like the most like comfy, like wholesome vibes. You give
I'll
off
take
the
that.
most like strict, like teacher vibes, and you're like a balance.
Why strict teacher?
I don't know. You just give off like a very like not authoritative. How do you pronounce it?
Authoritative. Authoritative?
Not too much
Okay.
like that, but just like a very like you're very responsible, like that kind of vibe.
Wow, thank you.
Is
How does
he?
that-
Is he?
I don't know, that's the
Yeah.
vibe I'm getting. You
Oh,
know,
damn.
just from like talking to
I
you.
think you're
guys.
being blinded by something. I don't know.
I'm responsible.
It's okay. It's not. There's not that being like Hufflepuff. Like you're like the comfy, the friendly. You know,
No, I'm okay with being a Hufflepuff. I'm not okay with being Bubbles.
Last time I saw you, you called me a child.
I don't remember
In what-
that.
in what context?
What context was this?
We were at the, do you remember the Anime Awards?
The country?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were there the last one.
Child? Why did I call you a child? You must have done something childlike.
No, I think it was.
He was probably a child.
You're correct, by the way.
He
is a
I
child.
can't remember what happened, but you were like, Connor, I'm not young, I'm old, or something. You said to me, and then you were like, you're a child, Connor. And I was like,
see.
I couldn't remember why this happened.
I see.
But I think maybe it's because I stole the. You know, we got the awards, right? You know, we got the when we opened them in
Yes.
that
Yeah.
case. I like ran and like took them. And then I think
What?
Yeah, so I took it home.
Oh,
Were you allowed to?
Oh yeah.
you're a thief.
Yeah, but so you know, like when they pulled out the winner.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the like kind of sake barrel.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my
I
god, I
just-
remember
Oh, you mean
that.
like the Demon Slayer one? You mean the last one?
yeah,
Okay.
I just took one. Like it's cool.
Cultural people are like,
Well, they haven't had like a show since. Maybe I'm the reason. I broke their like financial constraints. Like me stealing this one thing,
Crunchyroll
just
was-
bankrupted them.
Wow, that was like 3 years ago?
Yeah, that was a really
that
like
was more than
strange.
That
one.
was
years ago.
strange. That was a
Yeah, because I didn't
strange-
go to that Crunchyroll Awards. What
You
was
were
it?
before.
Yeah, I went to the one before that.
You were the one before, I think, as well.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
with
the
them.
one where we like went on stage or something like that. That
Oh
was,
my god, yes!
yeah.
2000.
We presented an award together. I can't
Yes!
remember what award it was.
Slice of life?
Oh yeah, I think I presented comedy, right?
Or
It might
I don't
be
Yeah.
know.
one of those,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that was, oh my god, yeah, I know you back then. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, as the years they start blending together, and I forget, like, I've known some of you for, like, I've known of you guys for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very
Yeah.
long time.
It's because we like never really like interact.
Yeah,
we kind of like
yeah.
our own
The
kind of
first real
sphere.
time was the Crunchyroll and the hentai thing.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
nice. And then, yeah,
Like,
that
yeah,
award and
the awards in your podcast, yeah, I
I don't think we
I think it's the first
really,
time for
we
us,
never
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like I think with how creators are, we're all aware of each other, but because we're in like completely
Yeah.
different circles, maybe we're like halfway across the world.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're
We
halfway
don't
across the
know
world.
each other. We're mutuals on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically like acquaintances.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's like a giant school where I'm choosing to sit at your guys' table today, but I'm gonna go back to my table.
Right. Yeah. The one time I will grace you with my presence.
No, it's like that.
Yeah.
So you excited for your trip to Japan?
I am super excited. Last time I went, like it was. I just remember it being. Well, we went in November,
Mhm.
so the weather
That's a
was
good
like.
time. That's a
Yeah.
really good time.
Really good
That's
time.
like one of the best times. You're going in July this time, unfortunately, which is like.
I am kind of scared of that. That's
Yeah, good luck with that, dude.
People underestimate it so much. They're like, how bad can it be?
No, it's
Yeah.
bad.
It's horrible.
I've been
Yeah.
to Korea during the summer. And it's
Oh,
also
yeah,
just
okay,
like,
all
I
right,
know
yeah,
what it's like.
yeah, you
I
get it.
love how there's like so many like especially Southeast Asians who
Yeah.
are like, nah, we know what hot is. And then they go to Japan, they're like, I'm sorry, we don't know what hot is.
Wait, is Japan somewhere like?
It's
The
worse
worst.
than Southeast Asia.
It makes
for me.
it makes
Yeah.
Southeast Asians
Because the thing for me is that a lot of Southeast Asian infrastructure is built around the fact that it's going to be very, very hot and humid. Yeah, Japan less so, but also I think the humidity in Japan is also worse than some of the times in Southeast Asia.
Your hair is fucked immediately.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like
Wow.
it's like 90%
It's
humidity.
okay. I will
cry.
comfort myself with the food at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese. I love the food there.
All the cabs have AC. All the cabs have AC.
That's great.
All the trains
Yeah.
are
I
AC.
love their
It depends. When it's super rammed, the AC doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, of course, but
I heard that one thing I liked about Japan was it felt walkable.
yeah.
Whereas
Especially
Amer-
compared to here.
Bro, I feel like I'm committing a crime when I cross the road here. It feels like I'm not supposed to do it.
yeah, a lot of the cities here are built around cars. You know,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
not
I
enough
know.
public transportation.
Yeah, like I just
you know?
want to like pop outside, go get some quick food, and here it's like
Can't do that.
it's an effort. You have to
Yes.
like make like a mental commitment to
Uh-huh.
go out and like waste like 15, 20 minutes at least. You know, that's at least. But in Japan, you can just
You
pop
walk out
out.
to the convenience store.
Exactly. It's so good. It's so good.
And their convenience store is amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could live off of their convenience.
Wait, how many times have you been to Japan? No?
Twice.
Twice.
Once was with Poki, like it was like 5 years ago. It was for a
Right.
sponsor. But it was really fun.
Mm.
Second time was with some friends, like November, like 3 years ago.
Did you ever leave Tokyo?
Yeah, we went to like. Sorry, I don't know what it's called anymore.
Osaka? Kyoto?
Never mind, we didn't leave Tokyo, I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe you went to different parts of Tokyo.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you take a train that was longer than an hour?
No.
Okay.
You
You
definitely
definitely didn't leave Tokyo.
What's that place that starts with an A? The
Asakusa?
no.
Akihabara?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still definitely within Tokyo.
This is
That's
weird.
definitely
Yeah.
that's like central.
Harajuku?
Oh, Harajuku. Yeah. Shinjuku.
Shinjuku. Oh my god, the shopping was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Shibuya?
god, Shibuya. That's
Yeah.
It was so nice. It was just so like nice.
Yeah.
Everything tasted good. Everything was pretty. Like anime. Maid girls on the corner selling you to the cafes. Every type of maid cafe.
I hate this.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It was like
Yeah.
a cultural like shift. I guess. Like I could never see that in
Did you
America.
go to a maid cafe?
I didn't. Oh, my friends did, but I did not.
Right.
But
Right.
they all got like pictures with maids. Michael got a picture with a maid, and she wrote her name like Michael with like 3 L's.
Michael.
And then she had like cat ears, and he was like just looking happy, and I'm
Right.
like, this is so. And then they give you like the little plates of omurice or whatever. They like
Yeah.
write
Yeah,
hearts on
they-
it and
they
stuff.
write something
I'm
on
like,
it.
man, I thought this shit was an anime, but it's like real.
Yeah, I forget now because we've been living in Japan for so long that
so
you know,
interesting.
it's just normal now,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, Akihabara kind of got, I don't know, wounded by the coronavirus. Like a lot of stuff
Oh,
shut down.
That is
Yeah.
so sad.
Sega sold off all the arcades. So now
Yeah,
it's
that's so
owned-
sad.
It's not
yeah.
called Sega
It's not,
anymore.
it's not
It's
Sega
called
Arcade.
Gigo.
Gigo,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's in the same font as the Sega logo.
Yeah, it's
Just the same
really,
thing.
it's like in an anime, you know how they have like Wokdonalds?
Yeah.
Like imagine like happening in like real life. It's like, okay.
It's like an alternate reality
Yeah.
you step into.
But the like the arcades are pretty cool, but they're slowly just getting rid of all the games and putting in claw machines.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arcade.
yeah.
I think arcade culture is like slowly
Oh.
dying
I-
out, man.
That's so sad because I still love like round one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love round one. I love arcade games.
That one's so good here.
It's actually
like-
pretty good
yeah.
here. I
There's
like
a
it
round
lot.
one here.
They're
Oh,
really
there's
good.
Oh,
three,
I think round one is an American company, is it not?
I thought it was Japanese.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
one
know.
in Ikebukuro is really good.
Oh, the one in Ikebukuro.
That
Yeah,
one's
the one on
good.
Sunshine
Yeah,
Road.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They have a Daiso here in LA as well, don't they?
Oh, lots of dice.
That was so random to see. I didn't know. I
Really?
didn't know Daiso was here in LA.
Daiso's
But
very
it wasn't
common.
adult, right?
Huh?
It wasn't $1?
I don't know. I didn't go in.
$1.75, $2. It's all
Yeah.
like interchangeable.
It's like going to Japan and seeing a dollar store there. You know? I'm just like, what?
Dollar Tree?
Yeah, like a Dollar Tree there. It's so random to
Daiso's
see.
better though.
Yeah, because in Australia we have Daiso as well, but everything's $2.50. So I'm like, it's not quite the same.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
call it a
yeah.
dollar
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, it's not really cheap, nice stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like Daiso. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, Daiso I rep more than Dollar Tree. I will say it's Daiso is a place you go to discover like gadgets that you didn't know you needed
Yeah,
until you
and
saw
then
it,
you
until you see it,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's genius, and then you kind of just never really use it. Anyway,
Like, here's a mop for your face, and it looks like a normal mop.
No, I bought that thing where like you can put like a boiled egg inside of it, and then it
Yeah.
shuts and it perfectly cuts into like
Those
perfect shape
things
for
will
your
work
salad.
as good, though.
Used it once and I was like, let's go, and then I never used it again. It's just been in the back of my cabinet.
yeah,
the
I
entire time.
bought like the glove that's like a washing up glove, so you can put like washing up liquid on it, and you just like basically just
I also bought the
manhandle.
I also bought the slippers that look like a mop.
Those are something I bought as well, and then I never
I
used
never
them because
used
they were useless in the end. They were useless.
They were just spreading out the shit. They weren't actually like collecting anything
Yeah,
at
because
all.
you're walking on the clean places with the mop.
Yeah,
It's
it
completely
doesn't work the
purpose.
exact same
It
way.
doesn't work like a mop.
No,
It's
no.
not like you have a Roomba
Very
and you're like,
specific things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's things though that you look at and you're like, I don't
cute.
need that.
Yeah.
And then you buy it and you're like, all right, I'll use it once.
yeah, because it's like all the gadgets you see on like the infomercials or something, but like all in just like one place.
Yeah.
You know, where that's the best way I can describe Daiso. It's a one big infomercial fucking gadget place, right?
Yeah, true.
But of course everything is cheap as well.
Yeah, whenever I need something like really quickly, like Tupperware or fucking whatever, paper clips, whatever it is, it's just like, yeah, I know Daiso will have it.
Do they sell Gamer Shop water bottles?
No, but we
do
do
not,
the link
they
in
do
the
not.
description. There.
With what's your code?
Trash taste.
Trash
Trash
taste, I think. That's
taste.
our code, right, Maylin?
What? 5% off? 10% off? What is it?
A specific percent off.
Okay.
Why you calling me out,
I
dude?
don't know, just curious.
We're calling your show.
Check out the description. So you like sponsors wanting like
Yeah.
the.
Oh my god, thank you for doing our ad read
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
no.
Yeah.
Most
Gamer
amount of
stuff. I
exposure
actually
so
think
far.
the water tastes better. Like I feel. I feel more rejuvenated.
Oh my god.
So you talked about Japanese food being really good, but I think like the LA food culture is also like
Yes.
really good, right?
I think one of the best parts about living in LA is like you want like Indian food, you can get really good Indian food. You want
Yeah.
Japanese food, you want like Chinese food. Like it's so diverse. And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
Someone who specializes in like each cuisine.
What's the British food though?
What, beans on toast?
Yeah, with fish and
Oh
chips.
man,
chips.
I want you to bring up British food with Michael. He
Really?
will shit on it so hard. I'm so sorry. He just hates British food.
I'll keep it like I'll go to him and I'll be like really serious about it. And I'll be like, listen,
Oh,
it's
please.
my favorite.
But have you
But has he had a Tesco,
Tesco
meal
meal
deal? Then you haven't had proper
I
British
would
food.
pay for you to mention British food to Michael.
I'll do it.
Do you know how many times he's made fun of your jellied eels?
That's
Like,
not a thing.
Yeah, but that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
That is low hanging. He says that you guys like colonized India with spices, but the best thing you could think of is beans on toast. Like he just shits on them constantly. I'm like, have you ever been to Britain? He's like, no,
Have you?
no.
Why not?
I've been to the only place in Europe I've been to is Germany. That's it.
What,
That's
for
about the
Gamescom?
same thing. Huh?
For like Gamescom or something?
No. It's just like some sponsored thing. I don't remember. I did not like that still water. I had to pay for it. And they kept asking sparkling water just tastes like spicy water to me. I don't like it.
Yeah. You have to specify like tap water.
Tap water.
Yeah.
No, I kept paying like €3 for
Oh
still
my
water.
god.
or something. I think I did last day. I just stayed in my hotel and ordered room service.
Oh no! UK's fun.
I do want to visit UK. I think it's
Yeah.
like one of the places I want to visit eventually.
Yeah.
You think I could get away with an accent? Oh, please
Oh.
don't try.
I mean, it depends how
we
good
can
your
try if
accent
you
is.
want.
Depends how good your
Yeah, go on,
accent
give it a
is.
shot.
Okay, wait, keep talking about something.
Hi. Yeah. So you like beans and toast?
Yeah.
Oh, I love beans on toast.
You sound like you got rejected for a Crown audition. What is this? I'm reading for the part of Queen Elizabeth.
Yes, I love beans on toast.
People actually eat beans on toast.
Yes.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
do eat beans on toast.
Literally, like
Yeah.
my growing up, obviously, because it's really easy to make. You
Dude, the fucking breakfast food at
Yeah.
the hotels, it's just
Yeah.
nothing but beans on
Yeah.
toast.
Wow.
My
It's
mum
like
used to-
sausages and beans on toast. That's
my mum
it.
used to
That
make
sounds
beans on
pretty
toast all the
good. I do like
I mean, like, do you
beans
have beans on toast by itself, or
So yeah, sometimes you would have that, but it normally always came with cheese on top.
yeah?
Like, you would. So my mum would always make it like maybe like once a week. It would always be like beans, toast, cheese, and then a fried egg on top, and then you put brown.
That
sauce.
sounds pretty
good.
good.
And that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Normally, I have beans on toast with like a full English breakfast.
Yeah,
you
you
get the
have
full
a bunch of
English,
other stuff.
Yeah,
and then
the tomatoes and
yeah,
the
tomatoes.
hash browns and liverwurst.
Liver first.
You like black pudding? You like-
Black pudding. What is
Yeah.
that?
That's coagulated blood, I think, right?
It's a blood
Congealed.
sausage.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
correct?
Congealed.
Congealed.
That's,
Congealed blood.
that's not
Yeah.
pudding in my head. That's just
Well, yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
taste
yeah.
like this.
Well, it's also called a blood sausage, right?
Blood
blood
sausage,
sausage.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Well-
My parents bought me McDonald's breakfast. Like real
Honestly,
American.
I fuck with McDonald's
I
breakfast.
love McDonald's
Yeah, but
breakfast.
it's so fucking
Their
good.
pancakes are perfect.
Oh,
I don't rate the pancakes.
Okay.
I don't
thought we were
rate
getting the
yeah.
sausage McMuffin
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Right, I thought we were like bonding over something. You had to mention pancakes.
Their pancakes are perfectly circular. It's perfect.
No, I am like against eating pancakes. For
Thank you,
breakfast.
thank you.
I don't think it's a breakfast food.
It's not. It's cake.
Yeah, it is. It's
no,
cake.
It's like Americans have tricked each other into eating dessert for
Do you
breakfast.
like
You know.
McGriddles?
yeah, I like.
Oh, McGriddles are so good. It's like a pancake on this bun. There's like chicken McGriddle.
I just
Oh
feel
my
like you have
God.
a pancake obsession.
I love
Do
pancakes.
you like
but,
IHOP?
Yeah, IHOP's ruined pancakes. For me.
they are kind of mid, honestly.
Well, what would you say is a place that has good pancakes then?
Like pancake specialty restaurants, you could probably Yelp and look it up, like Oscar's Pancake Bar or something like that. That'll be good.
So you have it for breakfast or just like any time?
I'm an adult. I can eat it anytime I want. But I think like I really like the standard like a bowl of rice, some soup, maybe like some grilled fish or meat, egg, kimchi. I don't know. That's like a good
Yeah.
breakfast to me.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had that with pancake. I was like, that's a
That's a lot of carbs.
Yeah, it is very carb heavy. Like pancakes, waffles, like cereal. It's all sugar and so
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
good for you. I can't believe we normalized that growing up. Like I can't believe that was normal.
What?
What?
Pancakes?
Pancakes for breakfast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird.
That's what we're trying to
That's what we're
say.
saying.
That's what we're trying to say. Yeah.
I like bread. Bread for breakfast is pretty good. You're very European.
Yeah, but like
Just bread?
pancakes are a little bit different.
Pancakes are sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The syrup
like
and
savory
everything.
bread is great. Like just some toast or just
Toast is
a
good. I
baguette,
like
rip it
toast.
apart, just eat some of it. Like, I
Toast.
love it.
I just don't even
Oh
need
god, I'm so
breakfast.
hungry now. I'm gonna dinner with
Shouldn't have
my
said that.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy crap, I'm hungry.
Yeah, luckily I'm not a breakfast person. Like breakfast is the meal I probably eat the least. Because I don't know, some like I feel like a full English or something is fucking great, and American breakfast is great as well. But it's just like so heavy, especially like Japanese breakfast. When you go to like a ryokan and you have like a proper Japanese breakfast,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love Japanese
it's
breakfast.
like a 3-course meal and a
Kaiseki
breakfast.
breakfast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's too much. It's too
It
much.
is way
It is
too
too
much.
much.
Yeah.
But also English breakfast is too much. I remember like day 3 of MCN and I was having the breakfast, the hotel breakfast.
Yeah.
And it was like a full plate of like make your own English breakfast. Dude, by like 12 p.m. I'm so sick
Yeah.
because it's so like it's so oily.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's really
yeah,
bad.
And it's a lot of oil in the morning.
It's a
It's like,
one-off.
ugh.
Yeah.
It's like when you've had a really like a long day of drinking, and then the
Yeah.
next day you're like,
I
"Oh,
get
eat this."
amazing hangover food.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it
sounds
is.
good.
It's like that's why it's a British breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Perfect hangover food, but like you eat it every day and it's just way too heavy.
Oh, it's so ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like miso soup in the morning though. That
That's
is like
nice.
the
It's
best.
good. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Japanese miso.
I'm so
Okay,
hungry.
like that's it though. I only need miso soup. I don't need anything else. Just one miso soup.
It's
Just
also maybe like a small bowl of rice.
Do you know tomjuru? Do you know that? It's like it's miso soup with like pork and like veg and
No,
stuff.
but that
like-
sounds
Like a
delicious.
pork broth. It's
What's-
like pork broth.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite food to eat when you go to Japan?
Sushi.
Sushi.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
There, I remember like when I went to Tokyo the first time, we
Mhm.
were like this underground subway, whatever. We were hungry. I'm like, oh, there's a sushi place. Let's just go there.
Yeah.
Go there, eat. It's omakase, and I'm like, this is so good. Like it's just like a random hole in the wall place that we sat down and it was so good.
Yeah. No, like sushi is fucking incredible in Japan because of course it is, right? But like I like even think like the cheap conveyor belt
$1
sushis.
sushi so
I
good.
love
Those are my
Yeah.
favorite actually because I love like the omakase set and everything like that. But like I want to just sometimes you just want to fucking stuff yourself with like good sushi and like even though you're just paying like $1 for like the conveyor belt sushi, it's better than like
It still
anything.
slaps, dude.
It's better than most places you can find abroad.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, sushi
Like,
roll.
definitely-
Sushi roll.
Because I remember you guys were telling me about like the horror stories of British sushi.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
It's
It's not British style sushi.
No, no,
it's
it's sushi
I
made
imagine like
in the
rice
UK.
with, like,
A single bean.
no, it is not.
Beans on rice.
Beans on rice. It's the same thing.
sorry.
Her Royal Majesty's spam. No, that's fucking Hawaii.
that's literally
Hawaii.
why.
Black
Okay,
pudding
fine.
sushi.
Yeah.
Now, what was the what was it Yo Sushi? Is that the
Oh no,
my
that's fucking.
That was the worst one I
That's
heard.
abomination.
So for something like British and like sushi shouldn't like.
No,
it shouldn't.
no.
But sometimes in America, there's good sushi here too.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just really want like a deep fried California roll topped with like baked salmon and like drizzled with 3 different.
I feel like that's
things.
not even sushi though. Like I feel like they're both different types of sushi.
Yeah.
But I like both.
Fusion.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
both.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes
Yeah.
it's just really good.
I personally don't count that as sushi, but like I won't say no to a California roll.
Yeah,
Like,
because,
it slaps.
because you can't get it in like Japan.
can't get it in
at all.
Japan, no.
You- like they
There's
don't.
no California rolls in Japan.
No,
bro,
no.
I think you'd be like killed.
Yeah.
If you were a sushi
What do you
chef.
mean they won't put avocado in my roll?
Fuck no. Bro, these dudes train like 15 years to slap rice around.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna put like avocado on it.
No, but it's delicious. The cream cheese.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but like again, I don't count that as sushi.
I know, I
It's,
know.
it's a
Yeah,
good meal, but like yeah, actually, I think
It's like it's like an American type.
no, I
of
have
sushi,
seen
right?
one place that sells California rolls.
Yeah, because like 99% of sushi places you go to don't even do rolls. You know,
No.
it's like rolls just like don't really exist in Japan.
Just like cut like maki, I guess.
Yeah, that's like the closest you're gonna
That's
get.
oh god, I'm so excited to eat food there. I'm so hungry right now. Sushi is like my favorite food of all time.
Right.
that's good.
Going to Japan is like I'm
Yeah.
just gonna eat sushi every single day. Every day.
And you're never gonna get bored of it. 'cause
You
it's
never
all-
get
I
bored.
actually won't.
I thought I would, but I like sushi is the one Japanese meal where I ate sushi before moving to Japan and I ate it more after moving to Japan. And I just like have not got bored of
Wow,
it. That's
I'm
all.
jealous.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
But like, what's like aside from sushi? Is there anything else you like about Japanese food? Like,
Do you rate ramen?
Oh, okay. I like instant ramen more than regular ramen. You like the packet that you know. that you
What
make
the
there?
fuck?
I think it's just what is
What
it?
the
Is it
fuck
the
did you just
MSG?
say?
It's the sodium, but it just tastes better for me.
Probably the MSG.
Right?
What
am I listening to?
I don't think you've been to good ramen places.
I can admit that you could say maybe ramen's too heavy normally or it's
Yeah.
too much, but saying it's better.
I like the taste. I like the taste
I don't
of it
think you've been to
better.
a good ramen.
I don't think
Okay,
you've been to a ramen
well,
place.
in LA, I go to a ramen place, right, and it looks good, and I'm like, can I have an extra egg, please? And they're like, oh, that'll be $3, and I'm like, can I have like?
Why are you speaking in British?
$3.
Is that how they sound in LA? $3?
Can I have extra like seaweed? And they're like, oh yeah, that's $1.50. And they give me like one type.
Oh, what the
Like,
fuck?
why are those toppings so expensive, bro?
Yeah.
And
But does
is
it taste
heavy.
good? But does it
I mean,
taste good?
It's good, but it's just like I think instant ramen it fits my palate more. I don't know. I just
I
really
think
like
you
it.
need to go to like a proper good ramen place in Japan.
Have you tried Sugamen? That's the best one.
That is
Yeah.
pretty good. I
It's a
will
good
admit
slaps.
that's good.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like it's like 1 a.m. You're sad as shit. You bring out the pot. You open the Shin Ramen Black. You know Shin Ramen?
Yeah, I love Shin
Yeah.
ramen. I fucking love Shin ramen.
Yeah, with the egg and the cheese.
Yeah.
It's just it just hits.
But I mean,
But
luckily
it's not
Ram-
like Korean flavored.
Sorry, yeah, I like Korean ramen.
I think we found it.
Yeah,
now,
we figured it out. We figured it out.
Korean.
luckily, you know, the Japanese ramen stores are open like 24/7 normally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you
Yeah.
go there at
Most
like
places
2
are open until like 4 a.m.
Yeah, you go there
I
at 2
do
a.m. It's
remember
a bunch of
eating
people.
ramen in Japan, and I do remember it being very delicious. So maybe
Yeah.
it's been like so long I
What do
forgot.
you do? Is it because it's not spicy enough in Japan?
I
But Shin
should-
ramen's like pretty spicy.
You know,
so
maybe
is
it's the spice.
Korean ramen.
Yeah,
Korean
I like
ramen
the
is
spice a lot.
yeah.
I did order like non-spicy, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that do spicy ramen.
I will try that next time. Maybe.
You should go to the place the Connor and I went to.
What's it called?
Oh no, no, no.
Okay,
no,
never
no.
mind.
That was like the hottest ramen.
Yeah.
Scottish?
Hottest,
Hottest
sorry.
Scottish.
Sorry.
Scottish ramen.
It's the accent. The accent. Sorry.
You just pour whiskey into it.
It's a broth of like.
I do like their poached the egg, the hard boiled egg.
Yeah,
it's like brown and there's like gooey center. That's
Yeah.
just so
really nice. 'cause
Tamago, yeah.
like
Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh my god, tamago yaki. That shit's
Tamagoyaki? Yeah.
takoyaki.
okonomiyaki. That
Yeah,
was
that's
Okay, that's good. That's just pancakes, and you love pancakes,
I
right?
love pancakes.
No, you guys don't rate okonomiyaki.
Okay, I think it's okay. I didn't think it was bad.
dare
I just think it's okay.
I will not accept
It's
this
the
slander.
Jujutsu Kaisen of fucking Japanese foods, okay,
What
Joey?
do you think about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Okay,
It's okay.
He thinks it's okay.
I really like it.
I really like it as
I
well.
think it's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, fucking hell!
Well, you also haven't watched Arcane, so I'm unsure about that.
Should we take that back then? I'll
You're
take that back.
associating with the bad take,
Yeah.
man.
Plus these days I feel anime. It's really hard for me to find an anime that I like and I will keep watching because like older I get, I'm just like I don't have time anymore. It has to be really good for me to
Yeah.
stay. So right now the only thing I'm really enjoying kind of is like Spy
Spikes
Family.
Family?
I
Yeah.
think that's super fun to watch.
Yeah.
So is
Cute
like
premise.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like I don't know how it's gotten so popular so quickly, but it's just like a show that everyone unanimously agrees. It's just
It's
really
just
fucking
cute,
good.
charming.
Yeah.
nice. It
I've
reminds
not,
me of a-
I've not heard of a single person calling it mid, and that's like a first for
Yeah.
shonen anime.
Dude, oh my god, this AX is just gonna be all your
Yeah.
like Spy
Oh,
Family
yeah,
content.
It's just
Yeah.
Spy
This is
Family
the year of Spy Family.
No, it's gonna be the year of Genshin.
I'm
Because
excited for that.
we
Cosplaying me? Oh my
yeah,
God.
we were at MCM, which is like the British Comic Con, and pretty much every
Genshin.
third cosplayer was
Yeah,
a
was a
Genshin,
Genshin
cosplayer.
character, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy how like popular Genshin is. Like that's insane.
Yes.
Do you play Genshin?
Well, okay, so I didn't used to. When I got cast,
Yeah.
I went in this Genshin rabbit hole. I was like playing the